Yes,
Okay,
yes.
the way you're pronouncing or the way you're conversing today, I can see a major shift in English. Your English has improved. I must say that. I don't know how you're performing or how you're practicing, but it's definitely showing in the way you're conversing today. My
Mhm.
suggestion, like since we're already performing well, right? So, what can be the next step forward? So, try to be a little descriptive by adding some adjectives. For
Hmm.
instance, can you
Yes,
use
yes.
an adjective for snack? I would arrange
Snack,
some.
snack. Cuisine?
Appetizing
No.
snacks or
Sorry?
appetizing snacks or delectable snacks. Hello, good evening.
Hello, very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm also good. Thank you for asking. It's been quite some time since we had our last session.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I remember that I discussed with you that I definitely need to take up the topic of tenses with you, focusing on the use of it and also focusing on how to change the helping verbs and main verbs basically. Right. I'm sure that you might have gone through tenses. You know very well what the four forms are, right? Okay, so
Right.
without any delay, I would just want to, like, I might not be able to discuss all right now. Primarily my focus is on present tense today, so that we can carry forward with the discussion that we are supposed to have related to the session notes. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, when we talk about simple present, can you please tell me any habit of yours quickly?
Simple present is basically used for the routine things whenever I'm going to explain my daily routine,
Right.
uh, or the things which are already fixed, which there's
Absolutely.
no change. So
Absolutely.
we use simple present.
Good. And what is the helping verb in that? Like the basic sentence structure of each tense goes like subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus object. Now, when we say the sentences is in affirmative manner, like I brush my teeth daily in the morning. So in this, we are using the verb in the first form, right? But if we have to create a negative sentence or if we have to create an interrogative sentence, I would say I do not brush my teeth in the morning, right? Or do you brush your teeth in the morning? If I change the subject to she, so it will be does she, or she does not. We will say something like that, right?
Yes.
So do or does is the helping verb in simple present, all right? And the main verb always exists in the first form in this. Now coming to the next one, present continuous. I'm sure you know the meaning of it. What is the use of it,
Something which I'm doing right now. So
right?
that is the present continuous. Like I'm taking this session right now.
I am taking a session right now. If I replace the subject with she, then what will come?
She is taking session right now. Is MR. You have to
Right.
use
So these are the helping verbs, right? What are the
yes.
helping verbs in that?
Is MR.
Is MR. And the main verb always exists in which form?
ING form.
ING form. Right. And there's a second use to present continuous, which goes like when I say that I am going to attend the wedding. So
That is
is this
confirmed.
reflected on future or is this about which I'm doing right now?
It is about future, but this is confirmed future action. Then only we can use it.
Correct. If I say that I usually go by bus, but today or tomorrow I am going by car, is this sentence right?
Right.
Right. Now, what is the second use of it? That we use it for one time future
One
action,
time. Mhm.
right?
Right.
Then comes present perfect. So, can you tell me any example of present perfect?
Something which has recently done. For example, I
Right.
have done cooking. I've done
Right.
cooking.
Right. And also to talk about experiences, like how many places have you visited? If I say, how will you answer for this?
Yeah, I have visited quite a few places till now.
Correct. So, what is the helping verb here?
Have, has,
Has or have, right? And the main verb exists in which form?
ing form.
No, I have visited.
Okay, sorry, it's perfect.
Third,
So,
right? Third,
third form.
correct. If I say she has had a chance, is this sentence right?
Right.
Right. Now, in this one, am I using has as both helping verb or main verb?
Yes.
Now, this is one sentence structure which we either are hesitant to use or we don't find it being used too often, right?
Yes. Right.
So, if the main verb is supposed to be have, like I have the opportunity, I have had the opportunity, I
Yes.
would say something like that, right? Okay, then present perfect continuous. In that, what is the main verb and helping
Something
verb?
I have been doing since morning and still it is in continuation. Like I have been doing something, have been, has been is the helping verb and ing form we have to use.
Absolutely. I think you have done this topic after the class because you seem pretty well versed with it. The previous tutor also mentioned that we need to discuss helping verbs and main verbs. Now, let's continue with today's topic. Now that we have just understood that how we need to change the helping verbs and main verbs accordingly, right? Okay, so today's topic is all about celebrating holidays and festivals. So, primarily, we would be talking about that. So, would you please read the opening description of it, please?
Documents.
Yeah. So, if you open the document, you would come across the introductory paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So,
So do I
festivals
need to read
are,
it?
yes, please.
Festivals are special celebrations that brings people together to enjoy unique traditions and experiences. They provided an opportunity to learn about different cultures, make new friends, and create lasting memories. From the joyful spirit of Diwali in India to the spooky fun of Halloween in the United States, festivals after a wonderful way to celebrate life and diversity. Yeah.
So, festivals offer or festivals offer.
Where
The
first
last sentence,
offer.
offer a wonderful way to celebrate life and diversity, right? And
Yes.
so if you look at the images which are described in the format below,
Mm-hmm.
so could you please name what is happening here? What is the
Uh,
first image?
the festivals where dragon come alive and people make resolutions for the days to come. I don't know, maybe it's New Year.
Chinese New Year. And actually, it
Okay.
was at the end of January, I believe, towards 29th. Like the date keeps changing, I believe. I'm not sure about it. But it's
Okay.
celebrated towards the end of January, so Chinese New Year.
Okay.
So they have a belief that dragons come alive on this day, and
Okay.
for them, this is the New Year, not the
Okay.
1st of January. Right. The second one, I'm sure you know of it.
Yeah, I think it's holy. I can see by the picture.
Right, right. No description required. The next
Uh,
one,
hmm. Red and juicy street white with tomatoes. Yeah, this is the festival celebrated in, I think, which country? I don't remember. Where they threw tomatoes on each other, or like I
where they threw tomato or where they throw tomato.
they throw tomatoes.
Correct, because we are presenting a fact
Okay.
here, right, about this.
Right.
So we use
Right.
simple present tense for that.
Yes.
Right, and
Yes.
even you must have seen Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Have you seen that movie?
Ah, yes. 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 I have seen that.
Right, so this is displayed or showcased in that picture. Okay,
Hmm.
the last one,
Last one is festival where pumpkins are okay. It's Halloween.
Halloween. Can you please
Yeah.
pronounce it like this? Halloween.
Halloween.
Right. Right. So, what is your favorite festival and what are some traditions or activities associated with it?
I do like all the festivals, first of all, but yeah, if you talk about the favorite ones, Durga Puja is one of my favorite festivals because we are Bengali and we celebrate this festival with lots of enthusiasm. And secondly, Diwali. Diwali is also one of my favorite festivals. I think this Diwali is something which is like favorite for festivals for many people.
Many Indians, yeah.
Yeah, so because especially what one thing I like about Diwali is we meet with our friends and family, and we just go to their house, distribute gifts and sweets. So it's a kind of culture. We can say that it's a kind of festival which bring people together, relatives and family members, and that's the one thing
Bring
which I
or
like
which
about it.
brings people?
It brings people.
Yeah, it brings people together. Continue.
Yeah. So I like these two festivals a lot. But yes, my son, he is, I think, very unique because he likes Holi Holi a
Hmm.
lot. Holi is one of his
With-
favorite
yeah.
festivals. He's only 6 years old, but he
Hmm.
celebrates Holi with full of masti and fun.
Hmm. So don't say musty, you can say joy
Joy.
and fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So share any special childhood memory that you have related to festivals or holidays.
Yeah, earlier Diwali was one of my favorite festivals because I was not coming from Bengali background. I was from UP. So Durga Puja is not celebrated in that level in UP.
Hmm.
It is only celebrated in Bengalis, like on the large level.
In the Bengali
So
family. Okay, so you're married into a Bengali family, is it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So earlier Diwali was one of my favorite, used to be my favorite for festival, and I really like to have sweets on that day because earlier it was not the culture of having sweets every day. Like now, people whenever they want, they can have sweets. They can buy new clothes. They can celebrate anytime they want. But earlier it was not like this case. People have to wait. People had
People
to
had
wait.
to, yeah.
People had to wait for like one whole year to get the new clothes, new things, and eating sweets, and meeting with the relatives. So that is something I like doing it. I was not very passionate about bursting crackers because it's not my cup of tea. I don't like it. Even now, I don't burst crackers,
Hmm.
but I would like to watch them. Like if somebody
Okay.
else is bursting them, I would like to watch them. Yeah.
So that whole site gives you that festive feeling and also like celebratory feeling.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
the way
Yes.
you're pronouncing or the way you're conversing today, I can see a major shift in English. Your English has improved, I must say that. The errors which you're making in grammar, yes, there are errors, but these are occurring very occasionally now as compared to before. So if like I don't usually write for someone who's making a lot of mistakes in grammar. For those students only, I make a note that I have to discuss helping verbs, I have to discuss main verbs with them. So if I
Okay.
had written this note with you, and I can even tell the date on which I had written that note, just give me 1 second. Yeah, so I
So
had written it
you
on the 2nd of January, and today is the
okay.
18th. So like good, I would really say that. Like, I don't know how you're performing or how you're practicing, but it's definitely showing in the way you're conversing today. Okay.
Okay, it is no. Actually, my English was saying there is no improvement. The problem is with me when I speak without like if I'm speaking consciously, I'm making less grammar because I'm speaking. I'm giving a thought. But
Yeah,
when I'm speaking like in a flow, I'm like full of expressing my heart. Then I make most of the time it happens that I
please
make
speak
grammar
consciously
improvement.
then if it works for you. So, and anyways, like, we have to be conscious of the kind of sentences that we are
Yeah.
constructing, the kind of words that we have to use, right? So I know that we can get carried away with the ideas at times, but today's topic, like, maybe it is light, so that's why we are not making that much errors, but still, don't beat yourself up for it, right? You're performing well, so that's it. You should accept it.
Okay.
Like, just how we
Okay.
accept our mistakes, we should also accept our progress too, right?
That's great. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So, what excites you the most during festival season? Is it the yummy food, or the new clothes, or is it holiday, or extra pocket money? What?
Oh my God, it's everything actually. But yes, when it comes to food, food is my weakness actually. I love eating food.
Hmm.
And since my childhood, earlier, as I've mentioned that we didn't get
Hmm.
favorite things easily. We
Hmm.
had to wait for whole year to get those sweets actually. So
Yeah.
those are the things my favorite. Especially one of my favorite sweet is, what do we call that? Besan barfi. How do we call it in English?
See, if you do not know an English term for it, name it in Hindi. Just describe that. What does it have? So, besan in English is gram flour.
Gram flour, yeah.
Okay, so just
So
explain
this
it a
that
little.
is okay, yeah. So that it is made out of gram flour, which I really like the taste, and that is something I really like. Apart from that, used to get I no. Apart from that, I got a chance to
Hmm.
play with my friends on the day of Diwali because I could play as much as I want. There was no such
As
restriction
much
on
as I
that.
wanted.
Okay,
Hmm.
as much as I
First.
wanted. There was no such restrictions on this particular day.
Hmm.
That is one thing I liked about. I don't remember. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so basically food and playing. So if
Yeah,
you
so
focus, like, you can view the questions on your screen, right?
I have already closed that.
There's no issue. So whenever you're now describing an event, my suggestion,
Mhm.
like, since we're already performing well, right, so what can be the next step forward? So try to be a little descriptive by adding some adjectives. For
Hmm.
example, like when I asked you the question, I said, is it the yummy food or is it the extra pocket money? So yummy is the adjective there,
Mhm.
right? Playful games. So playful is the adjective here, right? So try to use now adjectives with the kind of like, it will allow you to describe the matter more descriptively and more meaningfully. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
yeah. So if you were a festival organizer, what kind of festival would you plan to make it the most unforgettable event ever?
So I would not plan Diwali festival. I would rather plan a Holi festival. That seems easy for me.
So how would you
Okay.
perform it? What would be the planning like? Try to use adjectives, please.
Okay. So I will focus on colorful dresses. Most of like we know that Holi is a festival of colors, but we most of the time we wear white colored attire on Holi. So I would like to change it. I would give every person a different color outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I
This
will
is how, so you
also
can say this is how I
arrange
would set the colorful theme of this.
colorful theme. Yeah, you can say that colorful theme, and I will also arrange some snacks during this festival because most of
So,
the time,
can you
yes,
use
yes,
an adjective for snack? I would arrange
snack,
some
snack, cuisine.
appetizing
No,
snacks or
sorry.
appetizing snacks or delectable snacks.
Okay, delectable. Okay, delectable snacks. Yeah, because most of the time we end up eating gujia on Holi, so I want to change this trend. And because on that day particularly we feel like having some spicy thing, so
Okay.
I would like to introduce some spicy things, for example namkeen or something like that.
Hmm.
And water balls also. I have seen in my society, like 2 years ago, there was this Holi celebration organized by society, and we got pani puris in that party. So it was like amazing.
Okay.
So this is what I do.
This
What
is what
else
I would do.
I would do? Yeah.
Right. So when it comes to mistakes related to past tense, you're immediately self-correcting. Okay, so that's good,
Mhm.
right? And yeah, so we just discussed that we can try and add in such adjectives. So I had to enter into your content to give you suggestions for the next question. Just try to use it for yourself, please. It's okay if your fluency is getting broken right now, okay? Because this is something new that we are working on, maybe. Right.
Yes.
So, what kind of activities or games would you plan for your guest in this event organizing?
Okay. So I think that one is musical chair. I
Hmm.
will plan that. We can put few chairs on the roadside and maybe on the like what do we call that? जहाँ पे भी occasion हो रहा है.
The, you can say, the venue.
The venue. Okay, so I will put some chair on the venue and start musical chair. It is one of the like common game nowadays, but people enjoy it thoroughly. Second, I would try to what do we call it? Damsharad. Damsharad, you know that?
Damsharads. Yeah, damsharads.
So that is the game. We don't need any kind of equipment for that, and we can just play wherever we are. We don't
Hmm.
need anything actually for that, so we can do that. And I remember this game we used to play when when we go on a trip.
When
Most
we
of the
went on a trip,
नहीं, when we go on a trip, like जब भी हम जाते हैं.
when we used to, or whenever we used to.
Okay, whenever we used to go.
Yes, because used to is used to
But
talk
this is
about
something
habits.
but this is like something which regularly happening every year. We go regularly.
Yeah, you can use it in that sense also. But you were saying
Yeah.
that जब भी हम जाते थे, so that's why I
नहीं,
said
जाते हैं.
then it's fine.
Why?
You can use.
Okay, so I was talking from that perspective. Whenever we go on a trip, we play Damshar. So this is one of the activity I will arrange for the kids as well.
Hmm.
Third thing, what can I do? Music and dance. That is one of the favorite thing every person do on Holi. I'll what do we call that?
Would you like to also arrange for any performers or any kind of special performances as well?
We can arrange couple performers because most of women and they would love to enjoy the holy celebration with their husbands, and but they rarely get chance to enjoy because most of the housewife or women they limited to the kitchen only. They
Are
usually
limited to teaching.
okay are limited to kitchen and they don't get time to come out of the kitchen. So I will arrange something for them so that they can spend at least half an hour or 1 hour together. They can play and enjoy, and as well as they can through a dance performance if they
Hmm.
want. If they want.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So you can say through a hearty dance performance or through a playful dance performance or through a couple dance performance. So couple also is an adjective here, right?
Okay.
Okay, so do you think festivals are important for preserving cultural traditions? Why or why not?
Yes, I feel that festivals are really important because now I can see that my children, there are few festivals which I am not celebrating at home. For example, the Makar Sankranti or
Hmm.
Lodi. It is not our festival, but still I do something. I used to do something like before my marriage, but I'm not doing it like anything because of the busy environment or busy cultural life. But just because of that, my kids are not able to understand what our culture is and how we
Yeah.
have to celebrate this particular culture. I still remember like few days ago, it was Makar Sankranti. My son asked me to for kite. He was asking me, Mama, I just want to fly a kite. So
Hmm.
I said, Beta, I don't have time. So he asked me that, Mama, did you ever celebrate this festival? I said, yes, I used to celebrate it, but now I'm just stuck with the family and everything. I don't have time to cook
Hmm.
anything special on this occasion. So
Hmm.
there are many we are celebrating festivals, but those only who are huge festival or the main festivals of India like Holi, Diwali.
Yeah.
These are the
Yeah.
common ones, and we have to do them. But
Hmm.
apart from that, there are many festival every month. Yesterday also there's this festival of Sakat. I don't know you know or not,
No,
but
not
there is
even
this
one.
festival where women keep fasting for their children so that
Okay.
they can have long life. So
Okay.
I didn't do that also. So there are many festival, and actually it is impacting our culture. People, especially the young generation, they're not able to understand about this festivals which we used to celebrate earlier. So earlier, I knew I have seen all those festivals celebrated by my mother or my grandmother, but
Right.
that culture is not here anymore.
Hmm. So yeah, how can we make an effort to preserve? Like, what small steps can we take to preserve the cultural tradition?
It is totally up to you. It's totally up to person. We cannot force someone because priorities has been changed now.
Priorities
Every
have been changed. No.
priorities, okay, priorities have been changed now. Every person is busy in their own life. Everyone wants to achieve success, want to get busy themselves, want to independent financially, and
Hmm.
because of which we are not able to devote time to the other side of culture. So
Right.
that is um, it is only about the mindset. Person has to change his mindset. He has to strictly follow those cultural things, then only it will come in the routine.
Hmm.
Otherwise maybe young generation will not be able to witness which we have been witnessing for many years.
Right. Right. You just spoke a word. If you open this chat, please. I have written two
Yes.
words there. Would you please tell me
Then
what is the difference in pronunciation?
then then
Yeah. So you
then
said then
then
only. So instead of saying then only, we were saying dan only.
oh my god, it's maybe okay.
Right. Okay. So sometimes it happens because there is a very close difference in pronunciation, right? A and
Mhm.
air, basically.
Yes.
So try to like, even when I suggested this word to you, delectable. So you had a tendency to say delectable. Okay,
Okay, delectable.
delectable is the right pronunciation. So maybe when
Delectable.
to say the e sound or the soft a sound. So
Delectable.
in that we need to work a little in pronunciation. I'm happy with the way you have answered the questions today. It was structured, it was well organized. You were making errors, sometimes you were self correcting yourself. That is also a sign of improvement. So, past tense mistakes, earlier they were happening a lot. I have also written active passive voice for you. And there was this one sentence only in which I identified that error, in which you said women limit keeping themselves limited or something like that, like they are limited to kitchens. You said they limited to kitchens, right? So I said
Okay.
are will come there. So that is the concept related to active passive voice, but there was only one sentence over there. I would say continue to practice, please. We now are in the stage wherein we can try and increase the length of our sentences by adding in more adjectives. We try to discuss that today. That will add more meaning and color to our thoughts. It will also allow the listener to understand what exactly you're talking about. How are you talking about? Like, what is that thing, and how does it appear like? Right? Instead of simply saying that I'm wearing a jacket, if I say I'm wearing a black colored hooded jacket, so it makes it more descriptive, right? So this
Right.
type of sentence formation is the next step ahead now, and then eventually we would shift focus to other advanced vocabulary as well. Okay, so yeah,
Sure.
thank you. Take care.
And one thing I would like to appreciate about you that you have noted down everything. Like I have never seen any tutor noting down and then you remember everything. So at the first instance, I was surprised like how she knows that like what we have talked in the earlier session. Then you
Yeah,
said that you have made a note. It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, looking forward to meet you again maybe in the coming
Sure.
sessions. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.